Oh, so you're the caregiver's caregiver. So
Yeah.
that is very interesting, and I think I have an understanding of what that is. But please tell me what that is. Tell our viewers.
Well, first of all, I'm an entrepreneur. I have a gas station, 37 years. I wrote this book, Getting Hosed, Secrets, Confessions, and Tales of a Gas Station Owner.
That is probably very interesting in its own right.
It is, but that's another story.
Okay.
So I've been married 41 years or so. So my wife and I, we had a fairy tale storybook romance, okay? And what we did is we were just having a great time. We got married, we raised kids, 3 daughters. And then one day, she has this headache, the headache of her life. And all of a sudden, we didn't do anything about it because it's just a headache, right? Take 2 aspirin, call me in the morning. Well, the headache turned out to not be a headache. Well, by the time the ambulance arrived, she had a stroke. Left her severely speech impaired and paralyzed on her right side.
Holy smokes.
And it was a bad day. Everything changed. Our life turned upside down.
You became a caregiver.
I became a caregiver. I didn't even know what a caregiver was.
Most people don't, and you think about it's for your elderly parents or something like that.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, I had to care for her, and it was tough. Next 2 years was like hell on earth.
Oh,
and
wow.
one thing led to another, and here we are. I went through the 2 years of grief. Every time you suffer loss, you go through a grief process. There's 5 stages of grief. And anger was her favorite stage.
That was her favorite stage. Yes.
So I was the only one around, so I got the brunt of the anger, and so things got pretty rough, and I can tell you more about that later. But the bottom line is, as a result of all the things that I had to go through, learning how to be a caregiver and getting no help, I decided I don't want anyone else going through what I went through.
Well, there's no handbook for it. I mean, nobody will tell you. Is this
it wasn't on my resume. I didn't sign up for this.
No.
And so now I can teach other caregivers how to avoid burnout and survive the grief process. And so I have a radio show, Dave the Caregiver's Caregiver. I host it every week.
Dave the Caregiver's Caregiver.
Because Dave's just a great name, isn't it?
It is a great name.
It
is a great name.
So that's the story.
So you host a radio show every
Yes.
week, and that's where can we find that?
Yeah, I'm usually in your seat, and
Yes,
so this is just a little different for me. But
kind of fun.
Yeah.
Well, where do we find the radio? Is it a podcast or is it a?
It's a podcast. It's actually a video cast. So
really?
Yeah, I'm like
I guess a
Howard
lot of them are
Stern.
now, yeah.
You're filming me like you're filming, Stern.
Stern copied you. I got it.
Stern did copy me.
you.
Yeah.
Now, what are the 3 books here? We got to get them real quick.
Oh,
before we
okay.
get-
So
Getting Hosed is funny. I can't believe we were a gas station owner.
this is the first book. 1 arm, 1 leg, 100 words.
And there she is.
Yes, there she is. This is the story I told about my wife. It's our memoirs. And just for going to my website, we have a spot that says, are you a candidate for burnout? Take the quiz. I will give you the electronic version of this absolutely free.
And what is the website again?
Caregiverscaregiver.com. Caregivers with an S, caregiver without an S.com. This is my new book, hot off the press. It's my life too. This is specifically for caregivers. Reclaim your caregiver sanity by learning when to say yes and when to say no. Boundaries.
Boundaries are important.
Yes. Caregivers need boundaries or they will be abused. They will just,
It just happens.
They'll just get sucked in.
Yeah, and you don't realize it. It's not something I think a lot of people think about. That's really interesting stuff, and I appreciate you being here, Dave. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you again after these messages.
All right.